Hello, and welcome. My name is Anastasha Grace. I specialize in personal transformations, couple breakthrough, personal breakthroughs, and bringing people back into the place of love, place of connection, place. My name is Anastasha Grace. Place of beauty, place of incredible empowerment, personal empowerment, and couple empowerment. And what I would like to discuss with you is power couples. Power couples as a way of your empowerment and your enlightenment and your spiritual journey. And it's not just spiritual journey, but also your abundance journey. What do I mean by power couple when I say power couple? Power couple is the union of two empowered human beings. Usually I work with men and women with heterosexual couples because that's where my expertise is. And it's a powerful union of the couple that moves together through a co-creation process of life, creating life in every moment and every second with intention, with the mutual vision, with the sense of empowerment. And they stay connected through that process, through the lifetime, physically, emotionally, mentally, and not just like spiritually, physically, sexually. So that's powerful energetically. So that powerful union just continues, grows, and expand, bringing more and more joy to them and more aliveness to them as time goes by, as years go by, right? The usual scenario of relationships and couples is two people meet, everything is exciting, everything is great, everything is perfect. They go for a while on this high, and in about a couple of years, this hype starts dropping down, this connection starts kicking in. You know, sexually they're less connected. There's more build-up of resentment, more build-up of those blaming each other, discontent, dissatisfaction, and slowly kind of couples grow apart. And we do know the statistics that 50% of marriages end up in divorces. Now people are less likely to get married. We are more likely to switch partners, and more people just kind of choosing to be single. Through my spiritual journey, however, what I have learned is that the union of the masculine and the feminine is the most advanced way for your spiritual awakening, for your self-development, and for evolution of us as humanity and us personally as the soul, as the human being, as man or a woman. Because don't you agree that the most challenging things for us come up in a relationship when we fall in love, when we open our hearts and we show ourselves or trust someone with our most deep and sensitive aspects of ourselves. That's where the most of the self inner work happens. And not even that is self-development and awakening and the growth happens. When a couple comes together and they create a union, there is this alchemy happens. There's this magic of masculine and feminine coming together and creating this big bang, this big, huge blast of energy that ripples into the whole space around them, into the whole environment around them. And they create a family unit, and they start creating children, creating a new life, houses, cars, businesses, all of that starts expanding from that beautiful connection and that beautiful union. which I believe we underestimate. We underestimate in our society, kind of like, oh yeah, that's my partner. Oh yeah, this is my husband or wife. Oh yeah, we got married. But energetically, it is an alchemy. Your abundance will grow if your couple is able to function and grow together with more power and more empowerment of each other. Wouldn't you love to be in a relationship where you are supported? Wouldn't you love to be in a relationship where you can completely be yourself, show yourself, explore, find out about yourself, learn about yourself, and fully self-express and do and try things that you have been desiring all your life, or they just pop into your head and you want to do them, and you feel supported and you feel understood and you feel like you have this buddy, this team member with you, and you can do things together, or it can be at the same time beautiful, incredible, powerful individuals as well, and having own missions, but also having a mission for your union. Because that mission of your union becomes like a beam of light for other people around you. Have you ever caught yourself looking at beautiful couples with that beautiful connection or intimacy, or they have this love for each other, they have this attention for each other, and what happens to people around them? They just stop and look, and they smile, because that lights you up, right? Watching a couple in love lights you up. It awakens that beautiful feeling inside of you. It gives you hope. It's like, oh, if they have it, I can have it. It gives you, it gives you joy, and also awakens that kind of kindness in you. You become happy for other people watching them being happy. And I know that my journey with this desire to create this kind of relationship started with seeing a couple like that, incredible, powerful, successful couple on the same mission, and being completely in love, in complete respect for each other, with honoring each other, and with that magnificent balance of the masculine and feminine, and at the same time, kind of complementing each other with this embodiment of the masculine and the feminine. And I was looking at that couple and I said, that's what I want. I want that in my life. I was just on the verge of the divorce. I was actually going through separation in my life after 15 years of marriage. And that was a really sad time in my life to realize that everything that I started my marriage with, like all those hopes and all those desires, all those visions that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with this man, they collapsed. 15 years and everything kind of just crashed right in front of my eyes. It was happening slowly, gradually, but when you come to the realization that it's over, then it's over. It's very sad, and I was going through a lot of grief around that, even though I was the one who ended it. And from there on, I took on the journey of studying and learning what makes us those empowered humans, first of all, in our lives. Because if you are not feeling empowered, if you're not feeling authentic, if you're not feeling connected, if you're not feeling in your full self-worth and self-love, you won't be able to create that powerful relationship. You would be the one who is always needing or cleaning or demanding, or on opposite, like being too scared of jumping in or trusting and putting the boundaries, or putting, not boundaries, but guards. Guards and boundaries are two different things. and you'd be shining away and hiding and running from love, or protecting your heart, and you will literally rob yourself from this incredible, expansive experience of merging with someone in this magical union, a union of trust, union of love, union of divine experience that we're so much longing for when we come to this, come to this planet. The main need for a human being in this life is love and connection. Yes, we want success. Yes, we want to explore this life to the fullest. Yes, we want to create money and wealth and have everything we want, and businesses and recognition. However, the main and the first need in each and every one of us, no matter how well we hide it, or even from ourselves or from others, that need is for love and connection. So when we do create it, when we do achieve it, the sense of fulfillment, sense of self-satisfaction cannot be compared to anything else. It cannot be compared to the satisfaction from opening your business or taking the business on a whole new level, or making millions, or making impact. When we are living our purpose or contributing to others, to the society, that sense of contribution is still, it has this embedded longing for connection, to reach out to other humans and feel connected. Love and connection is the main and primary need for us as humans. And so my work is rooted in bringing people to the place of healing, place of trust, place of openness with themselves first, so they can start attracting and creating those beautiful relationships. And once we are connected and healed within ourselves, it spills out to our families, to our kids, to our mothers and fathers, to our grandparents. That magical healing wave spills out and starts healing people around us. And when you walk around emanating love and openness and sense of freedom and incredible sense of self-worth, it attracts people like that to your life, and it increases your chances to bring into your life a partner that is a match to that joyful, expansive, loving, healing energy. If there are aspects of you that are still unhealed, and you are still suffering or hiding or running away or still hurting from core wounds such as rejection, abandonment, betrayal, injustice, humiliation, or you still have locked in an unresolved shame and guilt from the past, or you're still critical to yourself and you speak to yourself as if you were your worst judge and your worst enemy and the worst punisher, you are more likely to attract someone in your life who will highlight it for you and will show it to you. Hey, have a look what's inside of you. Have a look what you still need to let go of. Our partners are usually a great mirror to us. They're a great reflection of what is still unhealed and where you can bring more of love and compassion and forgiveness to which aspects of yourself, which areas of your life. And abundance stems from that foundation of personal empowerment, and empowerment is you as a couple. Unfortunately, we do not have enough examples around us. Not enough examples where a man honors a woman, where he is so confident and so healed and solid in himself that he doesn't allow that ego to get triggered, or the defensiveness, or self-protection, or that harshness, that stiffness and coldness, that he understands and accepts the woman, because we're so different. We are like from different planets. We're just from different universes. Masculine and feminine energy in its essence are so different. So much so that men find it, very frustrating. They love us. They admire us, but they find it frustrating how different a woman is. That she is so changing and volatile, and she changes her mind, and she changes her words, and she's so emotional, and she's kind of always in the moment, and she wants this and that, and at the same time, and she kind of demands all those things from him. We got a lot of men that I work with do feel this frustration, and until they understand a woman of feminine energy, it is hard for them to fully trust and fully open up. Same for women. They do not understand quite often how different men are, how single focused they are, how focused they are on their mission, how grounded they are in their own energy, how self-centered they are in a good way, because their awareness of self comes from the within, from knowing themselves. For a woman, awareness of her comes from the outside. What other people say about me, what is reflected back at me, and then I can make a decision, how smart I am, or how successful I am, what a good person I am, what a good mother I am. Women would always ask, how do I look? Right? Because it's important for us to know what's that outside opinion. For men, it's not so much important. For men, what's important is how he feels, how he looks, how he, for himself, not so much for the outside world, what his mission is, what his opinion is, what his knowing is. And so knowing the differences between us, between men and women, but how we actually navigate in the world, helps us to be empowered in who we are, helps us to be natural in our energy, natural in our gifts and talents, and use it to the fullest without feeling suppressed or suppressing ourselves intentionally to, somehow please other people or adjust ourselves. And as you can see, I'm very, 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 very passionate about this. I'm very passionate. I just want to check if we have any comments. Wonderful. Tanya says she's blessed with the most incredible hubby for 17 years. Isn't it incredible? Love is amazing. I love love. And that union allows you to flourish as a woman completely in our safety, where a lot of disbalance is happening is women were trying to get their power back by stepping into man's territory, by becoming masculine, by becoming harsh, becoming forceful, becoming, fixed and going, and this warrior energy going. That's it. I'm going to go get it myself, and that created a disbalance where they became more and more unhappy, or hurt, or just disconnected from their soft hearts, from their juiciness, from that flowiness that it is so important for women. And that's where her magic is, and that's her full power is, in that softness, in that flexibility, in this beautiful connection to the energies that men do not have a connection to. They cannot harness so much energy as we can through the connection to the Mother Earth and to each other, and to let easier penetration into the love and into the heart. That's our magic, and man's magic is through going being unstoppable, going forward and getting it, and being that warrior that comes so natural to him, and being so restless and so powerful and so focused and so laser sharp, and sometimes that harsh, firm and solid, because that's his natural aspects of being. He thrives on it. He thrives on that energy, and he needs a woman to balance him out, to bring that softness and nurture. And when that balance happens, you've seen that the sign of yin and yang, when those two energies, they're so different. No energy is stronger or weaker than the other. The energies are different, and they work together in such a beautiful unity, such a beautiful union. And why I love sharing, because when I achieved, when I got to the place of that openness, which took a lot of healing after my divorce, which took a lot of openness, which took a lot of disassembling of my own guard, removing those shields that I have created around myself from just conditioning from the past, and misunderstanding of who I am as a woman. And I always consider myself to be super strong, very, I'll go getter. The beauty is having those energies, having access to it, but also not shutting down from your true, beautiful essence. And that will allow you to attract a beautiful man into your life, or it will help to heal and create that powerful union in your own partnership and marriage, where he can be a man and you can be a woman. And sometimes those, there will be a mix of energies. Sometimes you will step more into your masculine, and he can drop into the feminine, into his softness. And that's okay as well, as long as you have awareness of those energies and the movement of the energy. Let me also have a look. I wanted to read this out to you. The Urban Dictionary gives the definition of a power couple: a relationship between two people who are as cool as each other. They're individually awesome and fun to be around, and as when they are together, right? How amazing it is. You're cool and fun and empowered and dynamic and incredible and deep by yourself. And when you come into the couple, you just as cool and dynamic and impactful together. No one outshines another person. No one suppresses, no one adjusts to each other. So what I call it a union of two sovereign beings. Imagine king and queen. They are very very powerful in both their rights, but they have these different essences, right? And they respect and honor each other with equal that equal power, because she's a queen and he's a king. What lies in the formula of the power couple that I have created? What's the formula? What's the most important thing? First of all is respect. Respect is number one, because you can love a person as much as you want. You can honor them. You can have compassion. You can have understanding. You can have tolerance. But only when you fully embody a sense of respect, and it goes both to men and to women. If I respect you, I treat you with honor. I treat you with compassion. I listen to you. I understand what you say to me, and also I express myself in a way that it is respectful. There's so much trauma in couples that many therapists actually shy away from couple counseling, because it's such a difficult area to work in, because when people are married or been together, both coming from certain trauma, certain expectations, and don't have a foundation, don't have the understanding of how to navigate this world together, then a lot of resentment, a lot of hurt, a lot of anger, a lot of pain spills out. And it's very difficult to be around, and it's very difficult to be right in the midst of it as a therapist. So I take couples, only the ones that are really, really committed to work through their own issues to navigate it and come together in a new level of empowerment, new level of consciousness. It means looking at yourself. It means looking at your shadows. It means stopping the blame game, and it means respecting yourself and coming to the place of self-love, self-honor, self-respect, so you can respect and honor another person. So respect is number one. Number two, common vision. Setting together those goals and vision and the mission, just like you would do in the company. When you open a company and you run it or your partnership, you set certain goals and mission and vision together, and you follow that. If there is a change or you need time to pivot, you sit down, you discuss it again, and you create new vision and goals. Same with the family. We don't put enough effort, unfortunately. That's kind of became, traditional, that relationships just kind of have to sort out themselves. But we've put so much time and energy and thinking into the work and career and money, and not enough into the relationship. Number three, mastering the masculine and the feminine energy and dynamics, something that I shared a little bit to you about. Understanding the differences, knowing and navigating with ease. Number four, behavioral flexibility. What does it mean? It means understanding yourself, knowing yourself, and understanding knowing others, another person. Unfortunately, again, that is a realm of psychologists, or coaches, or healers that spend years and years studying how we function, what are we made of, and not enough of this information is available for our everyday life, and is actually very simple in understanding what runs you, what kind of programs you have picked up and collected throughout your years, through your upbringing, through your conditioning, through the programs that your parents have passed you, that you also created throughout your life, through your winnings and failures and hurts and pains. It's all there. And got nowhere. Only because you don't see them, it's because it's stored in unconscious mind. It doesn't mean that it's not there. It's there. And it amuses me when people say, it's just the way I am. No, It's you are a product of your environment and everything that you've collected and picked up, and it can be easily changed, and you can actually discover who you are, because in your essence you are the spirit, you are the love, you are that powerful, beautiful being that is open. And those guards and strategies that you've placed in you, those are placed to defend and protect your own self, because you think vulnerability is a weakness. Vulnerability is actually a power. And number 5 of our Power Couple formula today is commitment. Commitment to your own growth, commitment to yourself, commitment to your partner, commitment to your union. Commitment is important because it's not an easy journey. Like, as I said in the beginning, it is a journey, it's a spiritual journey. It's a journey of evolution. It's the journey of change, of exploration. So be prepared to face things that are not particularly pleasant. Be prepared to discover that you have some certain fears, that you have certain limitations and certain imperfections, and it's okay. And you would need to accept them, and you will need to come in terms with that. And it's okay to have made mistakes, and it's okay to have hurt someone in the past. You can make amends, and you can forgive yourself, and you can come to the place of non-judgment, and that requires commitment to yourself, first of all. That's all I've got to share with you today, and I would love to invite you to my program, which is called Fall in Love with Life. And in that program, it's a group program, I take people through the uncovering and releasing those wounds and past hurts of rejection, abandonment, betrayal, humiliation, injustice. So we can drop it, we can shed it, we can let it go and move forward with the beautiful, that openness and connection with ourselves and with others. I cannot describe what a beautiful changes people experience after they let go of the past, after they heal. There's so many changes in their friendships, in their families, with their kids, the way they speak, the way they relate to each other, the way open a heart to each other, and how much more compassion, how much more joy there is when we let go and heal those past wounds. That's all I wish for you, and that's all I wish for everyone else to experience and be in that beautiful, loving relationships. And I invite you to join me for the program. And if you are in a couple, there are programs available for couples where you can work with me for 3 months, you can work with me for 10 months, for a year. It's all up to you, and it's very, very customizable. So thank you for being with me. Thank you for watching. It's Anastasha Grace here. You can find me on anastashagrace.com. You can find me on Facebook, Anastasha Grace Coaching, on Instagram, Anastasha Grace. I am always happy to answer any of your questions. And I do run a weekly show on Wednesdays on twin flames, soulmates, and power couples, sharing a little bit more deeper into spiritual aspects of couples. And also I do have teachings on how to manifest as a couple, because it's a combination of the masculine and the feminine energy that actually creates that beautiful, magnificent manifestation. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being with me. Love you all, and lots of love in your families. Bye.